The 2020 U.S. presidential election was a pivotal moment in American history. The contest between Donald Trump and Joe Biden unfolded against a backdrop of a global pandemic, economic uncertainty, and heightened social tensions. While Biden emerged as the victor, the election was marred by allegations of irregularities and voter fraud. These claims served to undermine trust in the democratic process. The COVID-19 pandemic led to a surge in mail-in voting, a practice that Trump repeatedly claimed was susceptible to fraud. The Trump campaign launched a flurry of legal challenges in key battleground states, alleging voter fraud and irregularities. However, these legal efforts were largely unsuccessful, with numerous lawsuits being dismissed by the courts. Pennsylvania emerged as a focal point of contention in the aftermath of the 2020 election. The state, with its 20 electoral votes, was crucial for both Trump and Biden's paths to victory. As the vote count dragged on, Pennsylvania became a microcosm of the national drama. Republican poll watchers were denied proper access to observe the counting of mail-in ballots, particularly in Philadelphia. The Trump campaign filed lawsuits seeking to halt the vote count, alleging that Republican observers were being systematically prevented from meaningfully observing the process.
My name is Brian McCaffrey. I'm a registered Democrat in the city of Philadelphia. Today, I'm at the Philadelphia Convention Center, and I am overseeing the ballot counters. I will let you know the corruption that is going on here. They will not allow us within 30 to 100 feet to supervise the ballots being counted. This is a coup against the President of the United States of America, and I want to call out the Mayor of Philadelphia, James Kenney, the Attorney General, Josh Shapiro, who tweeted that there's no way Donald Trump can win President of the United States of America, and also the District Attorney of Philadelphia, Larry Krasner. I can't believe what I'm seeing right before my eyes. This has nothing to do with Joe Biden or Donald Trump. This has to do with our democracy, and I will tell you, there is corruption at the highest level in the city of Philadelphia.
The allegations of election irregularities were not confined to Pennsylvania. Similar claims arose in other battleground states, including Michigan. In Michigan, the focus of the controversy centered on the TCF Center in Detroit, where absentee ballots were counted. Republican poll challengers alleged that they were being denied access to observe the ballot counting process. The situation escalated as pro-Trump protesters gathered outside the TCF Center, demanding that the counting be stopped. The perception that the election was somehow rigged or stolen took root among a large segment of the population, fueled by video evidence and social media posts. The parallels between the well-documented election irregularities in the U.S. and the dirty tactics employed by authoritarian regimes are striking. One such regime is that of Nicolás Maduro in Venezuela. Maduro has resorted to increasingly authoritarian measures to consolidate his grip on power, including manipulating the electoral process in his country. Like the Democrats in the U.S., the key tactic employed by the Maduro regime has been the systematic obstruction of independent election observation. This deliberate exclusion of outside observers has been widely condemned by the international community as a blatant attempt to conceal electoral fraud and manipulation. The parallels between the election irregularities in the U.S. and the documented tactics employed by authoritarian regimes raise troubling questions. One of the most concerning parallels is the weaponization of democratic institutions. In both cases, the weaponization of democratic institutions has been used as a form of election interference. Another troubling parallel is the increasing polarization and demonization of political opponents. This toxic political environment makes it difficult to address complex challenges and find common ground. The Biden administration's response to the Maduro regime's ongoing assault on democracy in Venezuela has been characterized by a mix of condemnation and inaction. While the administration has been vocal in its criticism of Maduro's tactics, it has yet to articulate a coherent strategy for addressing the crisis. Some critics argue that the administration's decision to ease some sanctions on Venezuela's oil sector is misguided. Others maintain that the administration's efforts to engage with the Maduro regime remain the best hope for a peaceful resolution. The ongoing debate within the U.S. about the 2020 election has further complicated the administration's response. The erosion of trust in democratic institutions and electoral processes poses a profound threat to the future of democracy. This erosion is driven by factors such as the spread of misinformation by mainstream media, the increasing demonization of political opponents, and the use of lawfare. Social media platforms have become breeding grounds for both censorship and hate, contributing to the radicalization of far-left individuals such as Thomas Matthew Crooks. Socialist dictators such as Venezuela's Maduro exploit societal divisions for political gain, stoking resentment among their fellow citizens. Political polarization makes it difficult for people with differing viewpoints to find common ground. Addressing these challenges is essential for preserving and strengthening democratic governance. Thank you for watching till the end. Stand up for free speech and help protect the free exchange of ideas online. Please like and subscribe to help us reach more viewers.